Buena.
Hola.
Estáis descargando el zumo, ¿no? Me alegro de verte.
igualmente.
Voy a ver a Pepe. ¿La habéis descargado hoy por aquí, no? Vale. Pepe. ¿Cómo va?
Hello everybody. Here we are at Vegasud in Montemayor, Córdoba. The first step in production of burnar is the receiving of the juice, which we place in those two stainless steel tanks, with each one with capacity of 10,000 liters. The juice comes from Guadalquivir Valley, one of the most important fruit producers, and oranges, of course, with the very high values. They are very sweet because of 360 days per year of sun. So we receive the juice over here, and it takes around 3 weeks for the first fermentation. The first fermentation happens in those tanks. The alcohol we obtain after first fermentation is around 9.5 degrees. So it takes 2-3 weeks, then 1 month of rest, and the alcohol is 9.59. We go to the next step. In those tanks, we control the temperature during the fermentation, and is a very important part of the production because it's the first fermentation. So here we have those stainless steel tanks. Here is Marilo taking this. Hello, Marilo. Taking the samples of the first fermentation, the base wine, you can call it. She's taking 2 samples to check it out, the grade of alcohol. And all the values. Okay.
Como al laboratorio.
Here is the color of the first fermentation. We can take a look. Very nice color. Let me smell. Let me smell. Wow, very nice. Okay, we go to laboratory. Here is Marilo. She's in charge of laboratory.
Lo primero que vamos a hacer es medirle el pH.
Okay, first you're gonna value the pH.
¿Está midiendo? Un ruido de...
Okay, here's the procedure. So we're gonna let her work. After first fermentation, we have second fermentation. To begin with the second fermentation, we have to bring all the juice to this stainless steel tank where the blending happens. We blend, and then all the let's say burner with first fermentation comes to those bottles, where inside the bottle happens the second fermentation. Here we can see like the juice fermented, it goes inside the bottles. So Then we added the small mixture of liquid sugar and yeast added to this base wine. We can call this base wine to individual bottles. Then we close them. We close the bottles this way. Here we put ground capsules. Okay, this is the way. We do that just to show you how it works. So we put the capsules and then we put back inside the cellar or we can call that the cage. And the wine bottles with mixture are capped with crown caps and placed in the cellar. Here, this is the way they are placed. They are ready for the second fermentation, which happens slowly, very slowly inside the bottle. We can say is the most important part of the operation. As the fermentation proceeds, yeast cells die, and after several months, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, more is better, the fermentation process is completed. Here we place the cage on the gyro pallet. Here is Pepe, our director. Hello, Pepe.
Hello.
Our director, working hard here. We're gonna speak with him later. Here is our cellar. Refrigeration room. Here we have Pedro working, delivering the bottles to the gyro pallet. Later I'll explain the procedure. Here we have number of the cage, the date when was filled, how many bottles, and now it goes to gyro pallet. This is the procedure. Later I'm going to take a shot of gyro pallet. Let them. So once the second fermentation has come to the end, the next step is ripening. For that we use the gyro pallets, each one containing, as I said before, 316 bottles of Burner to be densed. It means place it with the neck pointing down. Now we're gonna move the gyro pallet with the neck down, and at certain intervals the bottle will shake slowly in different positions during few days and few nights in order to move all the yeast sediments left in the bottle after the fermentation, and they go right to the neck of the bottle. Here is the procedure of moving the gyro pallet with the bottle necks toward down. With the neck pointing down. The gyro palette moves few days, few nights to different positions, always with the neck down, so all the sediments slowly go down to the neck of the bottle. Okay. Esto es la primera posición.
Ese es el primer movimiento.
Okay, this was the first movement, and this is the first position. Here we can see maybe inside the bottles all the sediments, which will go down to the neck. It's 34 position. It takes at least 3 days, 3 nights. We're going to try to speed that up so you can see how it works. The wine is inside the bottle since the beginning of the second fermentation, and in those bottles the wine gonna be sold, just like champagne. I want to make short videos because then it's gonna be maybe problem to send them over to you. So every minute and a half, 2 minutes, I'm gonna cut and make another video. So at this point I'm stopping and I'm gonna make... Okay. Ok, está bien, ya lo puedes pararlo. Sí.
Ahí va.
Okay, next step is the removal of the deposits of yeast and all the leftovers which we have it inside the bottle's neck. That has been collected in the neck of the bottles as a result of the gyro palette procedure. So the next step is the freezing the bottleneck in a solution at 25, 27 Celsius, under 0 Celsius degrees for a few minutes. What we want is to freeze the neck of the bottles. It happens here. So dosage is the next step. We're just doing that to show you how it works. A small mixtures of wine and sugar is added here. We adjust the sweetness level of wine. And this is a delicate moment because we have to make the proper mixture. So this is what they do in laboratory. Here we decide if the wine is going to be Brut Nature, Semi-Seco, or we decide what we want. Then it goes to cork. Here is the cork. Automatically it pours here. Here we have put the wire. There we have the cork. The wire here. We close the bottle. Wash the bubbles here. They are ready for, we put them over here, and then they are ready for labels. Ready for labels. Of course, we have new labels. So with labeling, we're doing that to show you once again, to show you how it works. Here, take up the bottle, the labeling, to show you how it works. So we have the bottle, here are the labels, the wire and the cord is on. Then we put the ribbons. Here we have the ribbons. The ribbons, it's manual work. It shows how we put it. Of course, normally it's faster than that now. Okay. Turn off. Okay. The bottle is ready. Ponga la botella por ahí, Cheito, para hacer la última toma. The bottle is ready, more or less. All this was made just to show you how it works, because with each production, the people are ready, the people are very fast, and we do what we can do. Here. Yeah. Okay. Good now. Here we have empty bottles. Okay, these are samples. Here we have the samples for the laboratories. We check the alcohol grade, we check the development of the second fermentation, and we make experiments. So here is our, let's say, experimental activity, also the control of the fermentation, especially second fermentation. Labels. Ribbons. Here we have our ribbons. They are labels. We have some old labels, but they are not useful anymore. Dolores. Hello. Here is Natalia. They're also working on the phone. They're making sales and relation, public relation. To keep the bottles without the final touch, we still use the old cartons because we don't want to throw them away. We use them for work. This is our cellar refrigeration room. Here we control the temperature. In this moment, with the open door, we have 13 degrees, 13.2 Celsius. But we have the doors open, so normally it's between 7 and 12, 7, 10. All air conditions. Working day and night during months. That's why I told Jay and Taylor that the best idea, if we're gonna build a new facility, to make this kind of cellar in the basement. So then we don't really use the money for the refrigeration. Make nice basements and like champagne, just like champagne. They keep in the basements down the ground. Those are the empty cellars. We call them cages, 360 bottles in each one. Those are the empty ones, and those are the full ones. Here we are resting. The second fermentation, this happens inside. So here we have the number of the cage, the date, when was the second fermentation, when the second fermentation starts, 360 bottles. And here we go. We have all that. This is from this year. Here we go. The temperature here inside is between 7-10 degrees, and the second fermentation happens. Oh, this is the way they lay down. We can call them our babies. Here are packed already. Here we have our offices. Here we have our offices. Hello, Natalia. Here we have the, as I said before, here we have the history. The zero alcohol, the old labels, new label, new bags. María.
Hola, Robert.
¿Qué tal?
Buenas.
Bueno, aquí estamos en la empresa, entramos, sí, vamos.
Está allí eso, ¿no? Con las naves, si quieres.
Esto es, this is the kingdom of Maria. All these warehouses. The company here is Hickar, her company. Here is a mechanic. Estos son los mecánicos, ¿verdad?
Natalia estuvo a bajar, ¿no?
Sí. Yeah, Hickar is the construction company her family owns. She is the president. Buenos días.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué tal?
Ahí está.
Buenos días a tu hijo. Vamos a tu despacho.
No, ese es mi despacho, pues me voy a ir
Sí.
a la sala de junta, ¿no?
Oh. This is her office. Here is Maria kissing Spanish flag. She's with the old king. She's with the old king and with the new king. Here with the ex-prime minister. And all important people in Spain. This was a president of European Union. With the old king and the new king. Okay. Vamos a las juntas.
Y ahora esto que solo me está esperando para firmar.
Hickar is one of the most important construction companies in Andalusia. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Okay, so here it is.
Saludos.
Saludos.
Saludos a todos los socios americanos y os esperamos muy pronto en Córdoba, en
Okay.
Montemayor.
She said kisses to all our partners in the United States, and we wait for you in Córdoba. Okay, bye-bye, guys.